can end up doing some serious damage to people. Call 1-888-8-NO-METH today for more information on methamphetamine. That's 1-888-8-NO-METH.
A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free Florida and America.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. It's 49 degrees here. So once it gets into the 50s, then we say it's not cold. When you see that number 4, then you say it's cold. So one more degree, and you'll say, it's back to normal.
Yeah.
Temperatures climbing to 75 today. Tonight, 53 is the low, and then pretty much the rest of the forecast all the way through a week from today is in up near 80 degrees as the high temperatures. Galen, Unold is on the phone. Looks like good weather for the weekend if you're going to a car show, for example, in Orlando, or Kissimmee, rather, for example. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry and Robin. How are y'all?
Good. That was a fun conversation we had yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Well, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, we were talking there earlier about cars. I mean, I'm not a car guy like you are, but there are a few that I would like to. I don't know about owning them one day, but I wouldn't mind driving them like a road trip or something. Like if you had to deliver a car for somebody, like some rich guy calls you up and says, "Hey, Larry, could you drive me my Corvette back to Detroit or whatever?"
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, one of my dreams, and it's been a dream of mine since I was probably like 12, is to own a Porsche.
A Porsche. That's
what I want.
That's your dream car?
Yeah, I want a Porsche.
You
would
look
look
good in a Porsche.
So in Atlanta, I think everybody looks good in Atlanta, or in a Porsche. So in Atlanta, they have this test track, and it's a Porsche test track. So it's for like $300. You can go and you can drive a Porsche on their test track.
Really?
And I'm like, well, and I can't tell you how many emails I've sent my wife and my son and text messages, saying, hey, this is available for Christmas. I don't know, just because you love me, kind of a gift. Because I feel horrible buying it for myself.
Oh my God!
So,
do you know what? There's a psychological element to this, and I don't want to analyze it. But when I was a kid, I used to like cars that looked like they could go fast, but didn't. Like they would just drive slow through the parking lot. Because I always thought,
oh, that's horrible.
That's horrible. Oh, okay.
That's a Trans Am, Pontiac Trans Am, right there.
Oh, really? It looks.
I mean, it looks the Burt Reynolds Smokey and the Bandit car.
Okay.
Right? It looks really, really fast, but it was so heavy. In the way they had to tune the engine because of the gas consumption, it was slow. Slow.
See,
you like that kind of car.
So here's the psychological connection. I when I was a kid, I used to like people who I knew could crush you. Who would talk gently. I always liked that. I always like when this guy could crush me, but he's talking to me real gentle. He's not yelling at me. He's just, and then when somebody picks on that guy, it's always fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
It's like the racer, the guy who can run fast. Mm-hmm. Who's with the other guys who are bragging about running, and he's not saying a word about running. He's just he's just looking at his shoelaces and making sure they're tied. And then the race.
Isn't it the opposite for a car?
Huh?
If it looks fast and it doesn't go fast.
No, I said
that means it's all talk and all, no go.
No, that's not what I said, or at least that's not what I meant. I meant it can go fast, but I like to watch it like when it's just going slowly through the parking lot. Any parking lot except Walmart, by the way. I don't like.
No, thank you.
Any parking lot without speed bumps.
Yeah, without speed bumps.
There's nothing worse than watching a sports car go over a speed bump. It's like that should be against the law.
But I used to like that for some reason. I don't know why. It's just a car that looks like, or maybe you just know because you've heard that this is a powerful car. But the guy driving it, he's not trying to show off. He's just driving down,
You ever go onto YouTube and say supercars gone bad or anything like that, where some guy is driving a Ferrari, pushes the pedal and it crashes.
Oh, gee.
When we were talking to that guy, did you? What was his name?
John.
Yeah, from the show. I mean, you might hook up with him. I'm hoping that they give you a headset and get you on NBC. You got.
Yeah, he works for Mika Auto Auction. And that what they do is they don't buy the time, but they just supply all of the on-air talent, because there are a few people who know classic cars the way those guys do. I can't hold a conversation with those guys. If you watch the show, Well, not really. We were very, very generic. When they're on the show, they're talking about, the packages of the interior that came on a car, the color schemes and what the actual color number is.
Right.
I mean, they go into so in depth, and again, I think that's why I enjoy it, because I've talked about this before. I love it when I can watch somebody who is an expert in their field, and they're just in their field, and they're in their moment, they're doing what they love, and they're great at it. I love just experiencing that, watching people,
I agree.
Do that, and that's what it's about.
I think
so,
I agree, 100%. Yeah, I love that too. And it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's sports. Even though I'm not a sports guy, I like when I see people who are very good at what they do, doing what they do well.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Robin talked about Yo-Yo Ma yesterday at the inauguration. I have no idea what the good cello sounds like.
Yeah.
I just know that when I watch Yo-Yo Ma play, you get, it's an experience. You know what I mean? You could see his passion for it. You could see his obvious talent, and you could see the joy coming out of the instrument.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. And I don't care if they're making glass, you see them, or making a pizza. It doesn't matter. But when you have that kind of passion,
that's
and you're
right.
good at it, and it was almost like God gave you this gift, and you're enhancing this gift, and you're using it to its maximum potential. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
Yeah, so. That's a really true thing. All right, let's go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning again.
Hey,
Galen, I'd like to have your opinion on, when I was back in high school, I had a hot car. It was called a Nash Metropolitan.
You want my opinion?
It was really a full...
Do you want my opinion? I'm just curious. Go ahead, Galen. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, Nash is a very specific car. I mean, you either love Nashes or you hate them. I mean, they were pretty quick. Which engine did you have in that? 1.7 liter?
Yeah. See, that little Metropolitan was a great car to take a girl to the drive-in with, because you were nice and close.
Ah,
yeah, that's true.
That's the real reason for the car. I see. There's always a sexual element to cars.
Well, you can't recline it. The seats, they're almost like glorified beach chairs. It's a crazy car. I'm not a big fan of the Nash, but I know there's a big following for it.
It's a little. I think you're having a little bit of echo, aren't you? Something messing up with your talking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Thank you, Hugh. He didn't want to know my opinion about the car.
No.
Wonder why.
You like Nashes, Larry?
Do I like what?
Nash.
See, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Nash is one of the guys in Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
There you go.
That's what I know. That's Graham Nash.
Yeah.
Not, but yeah.
I know Graham Nash. You want me to comment
It's a
on?
British car.
So yesterday I brought up comedians in cars getting coffee, and I guess the guy had seen it, because I always thought the opening to that little thing that Jerry Seinfeld does is really cool, because you get to know a little bit about these cars. If you're a car person, you probably love the opening to that show, right?
Really nice.
Now, if there's a show, it's called Grand Touring on Amazon. So if you have Amazon, I would encourage you to watch that. It's the greatest car show ever made, period. So, but it's not really about the cars. It's about these three guys.
Have you seen the comedians in cars? Have you seen the Seinfeld?
I have.
Okay.
I have. Yeah.
I'm just curious.
I haven't seen them all, but I've seen several. Seinfeld's a huge car collector. He's into Porsches.
Yeah.
So that's his thing. Yeah.
I'm just curious if there was a Nash on that show. Mm-hmm. I did a quick set.
I've been a Nash Healy. Yeah, if they had anything, it would be the Nash Healy. So
let's go back to the phone. Somebody else wants to say hi. Good morning. You're on the air with Galen and me and Robert.
Yeah, it's me, Tom.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tom.
Nash got bought out by Rambler. They were called the Rambler Nash.
There you go.
And then, when I was in high school, there was a friend of mine had a little Studebaker, which was about the size of that old Nova that you had, maybe a little smaller. But it had a Cadillac engine in it. It was affectionately called a Studilac. They were built in 1959 or 1960. And, here's this boxy-looking, old person-looking like car that could outrun, a GTO. I mean, it was just so funny. And this friend of mine had one, and it was kind of neat.
I don't know. So
it was called a Studelac.
See, this is the thing.
So that's how they referred it to. It wasn't really called a Studelac. It was a Studebaker Lark, but it had the you could get the big Cadillac engine in it, and it was funny. I mean, it wasn't a pretty car. It was very boxy looking.
This is what separates me from my brothers. They can talk cars. Nobody talks about Yo-Yo Ma in my family. Yo-Yo Ma's name doesn't come up.
I don't even know what Yo-Yo Ma is.
You got to know what Yo-Yo Ma is.
Thank you, Tom. I don't know. See, this is what happens when my family, when we get together. Everybody talks about stuff I have no clue about.
Yeah.
I don't know about anything about cars. But if I say, "Hey, anybody hear Yo-Yo Ma last night?"
Yeah.
Tweet. You hear the crickets. Tweet. Who? Tweet.
Well, what's great is that you can talk about Rush to your grandnephew.
About Rush? Oh, the band
Tommy,
Rush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can talk about
Galen knows Rush.
And you can talk about.
I'm a big believer. I'm a big believer that everybody goes through a Rush phase. Because if you're in the music of any kind, and all of a sudden you start to hear the music, you're like, this band's pretty good. So,
that's
I mean, even my oldest son even knows probably all the words to Tom Sawyer.
Oh,
I mean, it's an iconic song. It's an iconic song with an iconic sound.
Yeah,
So.
It sure is. Yeah. All right. You know what I had for you today? I have Sports Illustrated. By the way, the swimsuit issue is being promoted. I don't know if it's out yet or not.
Oh, okay.
But they have a list of they ranked the NFL's mascots.
God, I hate mascots.
Huh?
I do. I hate mascots.
And it said in the article.
LifeSouth has one.
Who does?
LifeSouth.
LifeSouth. Yes. But anyway.
Sports mascots.
So the one thing I didn't know that I learned from the article is that the Packers, your team, Robin, they don't have a mascot.
No.
That's crazy. Why don't they have a mascot?
No, they should have a
Well,
big cheese
okay, let me ask you this.
walking around.
What is the purpose of a mascot?
Like a pep rally kind of a purpose, like
Yes.
to generate excitement or something.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
But you can't even see them from the stands.
It's a marketing thing.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Everybody recognizes them.
Nobody cares.
The Packers, the Redskins, the Giants, and the Jets are the 4 NFL franchises that do not have mascots or official mascots.
They
Anyway.
moved up a little.
Huh?
I just don't like mascots.
I wonder if I should apply to be the one for the Giants. That would work out for me, wouldn't it?
That
To
would
me, my feeling for mascots
Yeah.
in their value to anything in sports is lower than halftime shows. And I have cheerleaders just slightly above halftime shows. I don't think they have any kind of a purpose.
They look hot.
All right, hold on. Let me take a phone call.
And then, stadium music is in there, and they're constantly trying to shoot T-shirts up at me. Wasting my time.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, I think the Packers mascots are those chubby cheerleaders.
Chubby? Are they chubby?
Chubby cheerleaders.
Are they chubby?
Well, they're like my size. They're not real
You
svelte.
gotta be
like
chubby up there in Green Bay with the cold weather.
Oh, that's because it's cold. It's cold up there.
I mean, first of all, they rotate cheerleaders every year. You have to reapply. And they don't get paid at all. They just get like modeling fees when they do like photo shoots and stuff.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning.
If I remember correctly, Green Bay's cheerleaders are college students, and they're really not chubby. Huey's wrong. So they have like long
We should have this conversation together.
skirting, padding, and things like that. But yeah, I think they come from local colleges or could be high schools. As far as the mascot, we had Gang Green, who was our mascot for a while. The Packers kind of hired him, and he ran around the stands in
That's a horrible
in a
name.
green outfit, and he was called Gang Green.
That's a crazy name. All right.
Since then, he's always in the stands looking like a saint, a Catholic saint, but he's Vince Lombardi reincarnated, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you,
So,
Linda.
and then of course we got I think all the fans are mascots. They'll sit there in the Lambeau Leap. So we got so much activity going on there. I don't know what we would do with our official mascot and true cheerleaders.
Oh my gosh! Okay, thank you, Linda. Oh my gosh, I was trying to get.
They should have that at home over the breakfast table. That conversation.
I thought that Cheesehead was like a mascot.
Yeah, I think so.
Cheerleaders are not high school kids. They're not college kids. It's for most part, it's their full-time job.
Let me look
Yeah, but
up.
not
They
for.
get modeling fees.
Hold on.
Yeah, but Linda's making a good point because they don't have cheerleaders like the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders and stuff. So I can see where the college girls would,
I know.
volunteer to cheer at the home games. Because they don't go on the
The
road.
Cowboys, none of them get paid. None of them get paid by the
All right, here,
team.
hold on. You call these girls chubby? I just looked them up. Come on. Oh my gosh,
They're not.
these are not chubby
Yeah,
girls.
cheerleaders.
What are you? Who called them chubby?
Well, Hugh, but you,
Hugh did. No, they're not chubby.
But you got to wear,
They are not chubby.
warm things.
Wait a minute. What is your definition of chubby?
Not cheerleaders.
These are not chubby girls. I don't know what your definition is. Oh, they got some chubby parts. Oh, I see now. Maybe that's what. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, it's me time again. Every time I think of cheerleaders, I keep seeing those three pigs dancing across the old hee-haw at the beginning of the hee-haw. The old hee-haw show, the three pigs, and the two Jews at halter top dancing across the screen.
Two Jews and halter tops. Is that what he said?
That's right. I thought so.
Got to keep it light. Got to keep it light.
I don't know about that. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, these do not look chubby, Galen. I'm looking at them right now. They look fine.
Well, one of the dancers at Six Gun Territory way back when went down to Tampa to try out to be a cheerleader down there for the Bucks, and she made it, and she got paid for that.
There you go. She got paid, Galen. What did
They
this
get modeling fees.
So
They don't get paid by the team.
It's funny. I have this whole list of mascots.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
All right,
I'd rather talk about cheerleaders and mascots, and I
Really?
don't want to talk about cheerleaders.
all right.
Why? There's no purpose to them. To me, they just get in the way.
All right.
But
I think
cheerleaders.
they're a waste of time.
All right. You made your point.
Okay.
All right. You made your point.
Well, and here's why, and this is why. Because it makes, when you watch cheerleaders and they come up on the screen.
You're throwing away your list.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all gone. Yeah.
Yeah, when the
Is that what
cheerleaders.
that was? I thought something was on fire. And it comes across the screen. All it does is it to everybody who hates football, it's like, that's the only reason you watch is because of the cheerleaders. That's why. One of the reasons why I don't like it. So, there you go.
Well, everybody has different tastes, though.
Britney Spears could be a cheerleader.
Yeah, she could.
I wonder how many people.
She was a cheerleader.
I wonder how many.
She
people,
was a cheerleader in a music video.
I wonder how many people watch Britney Spears because of her, not because of the music.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
Could be.
There's some people that watch just because they
Could
want
be,
to
yeah.
see the body and not care about the music. They want to see the body move.
You have blood in your body.
Yes, you do.
Without blood, hey, there was a story this morning. You could possibly be able to repair and replace your teeth in the future with stem cells.
That's fascinating stuff.
Yeah, so there's our.
They've been talking about that for a while because they're trying to see if they can figure out how to grow bone. Because if you can grow bone, not only can you replace your teeth, but you could, missing fingers, things like that, amputees.
Yeah.
And there's a big thing about that, but something they're working on.
Sure is.
Absolutely.
There's a whole story in what did I get this on? Wall Street Journal. Wall Street Journal's got an article on it today.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk more, but first let's take a break. And before the break, how is the blood supply?
We're again kind of where we're stuck at right now. We really just need people to get out there and get the life. We have less than a 2-day blood supply. We're an emergency need for all types. We have no platelets on our shelves right now. We just really need people to get out there, get the life, donate blood.
Oh, gosh.
And thank Palm Garden of Ocala Health and Rehabilitation Center and Penn Flooring for sponsoring that important announcement. Forget the cheerleaders, forget the chubbies, forget the cars. The important part of this conversation is always the reminder that Galen gives us that we need to be up there out there donating blood so that there is a blood supply when it's needed.
Yeah.
Palm Garden, thank you for sponsoring this. Go to Palm Garden, take a tour. You'll see for yourself why we love what they do. They're a 21st century facility, skilled nursing facility, and they'll take care of your short-term, long-term, and respite needs. And Penn Flooring, thank you for sponsoring this. Also, they're at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. Go over there and see the samples for yourself. And photographs do not do it justice, I think, because you have to feel it. You can't just look at it. Go to the showroom. It's at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. If you need a landmark, it's the bridge called the McKay-Williams Bridge right across. If you're heading from Pine, go across the bridge and it's on the right-hand side. Go to Penn Flooring and say, hey, I heard a lot about you guys from WOCA. Galen, thank you for sponsoring him. All right, so we will take a little break and we'll be right back with Galen. This is The Source. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? What is this? What is this? This sounds like a song, Robin.
It does.
Sounds like a popular song.
It does.
Galen, do you recognize this?
Yeah, it's Rush. I'm Sawyer.
This is a song.
Good job.
All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A beautiful day Wednesday with sunshine and some clouds and a high of 72 to 76. Partly cloudy and mild winds tonight, low 52 and 58 along the coast. Thursday will be mostly sunny and warm, high 76 to 80. And for Friday, sunshine mixed with clouds and warm. There may be a shower, the high 76 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Palm Garden of Ocala leads in the area of orthopedic care with proven outcomes. Planning to have a new hip or knee joint due to arthritis or as the result of a fall? Palm Garden may be the answer. Guests appreciate the services of highly trained therapists and state-of-the-art equipment. And if you pre-register, you can secure a private room at no extra charge by mentioning this ad. Palm Garden makes no bones about it. They provide the best in orthopedic care. Call 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
Sunrise Automotive, this is Matt.
Hey, Matt, it's Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Listen, we're going to be doing some traveling, and I need to make sure the car is in good shape.
Why don't you just bring it on by? Let us check it out. We can check all your belts, your hoses, your tires, all your fluids. In out of town, is that up north in the cold?
Yep.
Okay. Let's check your antifreeze. Also, let's make sure your washer fluid has got alcohol in it so it doesn't freeze up north, because that makes for a rotten day. And let's check your air pressure in your tires. Let's look at your brakes, make sure everything is safe and secure there. Let's go through it and just make sure everything is ready to go on the road. You due for an oil change?
Yep.
Whenever you come in to get your oil change, we always check your belts, your hoses, all your lights. We go through and make sure that everything is working properly. We check all your fluid levels. We do that every time you come in to Sunrise Automotive.
So just call you back at this number?
Yeah, just give me a call back at 690-1993 whenever you're ready to come in. And you can drop it off, leave it with us, whatever's most convenient for you. Look forward to seeing you at Sunrise Automotive.
All right, 28 minutes after 8 o'clock. Galen Unold still on the phone, of course, from LifeSouth. And the important message Galen delivers is that you and I are the only reason there is a blood supply. So if you have a chance, go donate blood. You only can do it, only allowed to do it once every 8 weeks if it's whole blood, once every 2 weeks if it's platelets. What else have I learned from Galen, Robin?
Oh gosh, that the high school students are the most donors that everybody can count on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So us adults have to keep up with the high school students. The high school students always step up to the plate.
Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Today tonight we're at Unity Church, so we're excited about that, the Unity Baptist Church, and then we're also at Telecom Services. So that's where we're at today.
All right.
Great.
Well, thank you for what you do and for reminding us of our role in what you do. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day.
That's great. Hey, thank you guys for everything.
All right, thank you. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. President-elect Trump just hours away from his first press conference since the election, not wasting time responding to what he calls fake news.
Reports that U.S. intel officials used an unverified document to brief him and make their case. Russian government officials were trying to blackmail him. BuzzFeed, where this document was published, admits that it is unconfirmed, but Mr. Trump thinks it's far more sinister. He tweeted a total political witch hunt.
Fox's Peter Ducey. President Obama in his farewell address last night delivering a warning about the state of American democracy.
All of us, regardless of party, should be throwing ourselves into the task of rebuilding our democratic institutions.
Before the crowd of nearly 20,000 in Chicago, also calling racism a poison to democracy. Fox News, we report, you decide.
We first opened about 10 years ago. We were small, just a few of us, but it was exciting. I always dreamt of having my own business. It was kind of slow at first.